One of those guys a few months ago called me and said, Pastor, I need your advice ASAP. I'm facing a huge life-changing decision, and I need your advice. And I'm thinking, wow, okay. So I canceled a couple of meetings and pulled him in my office. I shut the door just in case that he was going to give this life-transforming confession. So I sat there and said, all right, man, what's going on? He goes, should I buy this truck? That was my first thought. But then I was like, okay, well, maybe it's a teaching moment or whatever. I was like, okay, well, tell me about it. He's like, man, it's this big old Ford F-150, and it's $30-some thousand. And I was like, well, I did his premarital counseling. I knew kind of where they were. And I said, well, I don't think you can afford that. How much of the month? Well, I can pay $450 a month on this. My wife can't have a car because we can't afford her to have a car. But I really want it. And I said, dude, I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. He goes, I knew that you would give that response. All right, see you. I got to go to the dealership. And I said, wait a second. Why'd you come to me to begin with? He said, well, my wife said if I'm going to get this truck, I got to get your advice. So, checked it off the box. Let's go. Everything inside of me as a pastor, I just want to wring his neck. I'm like, why'd you even come to my office to begin with? And it wasn't before I got that thought out of my head that God struck me. And he said, that is exactly how I feel when you come to me and you already know what you're going to do. Just to check prayer off the box. I said, oh, man, that hurts. How many of us do the same thing? We say, God, forgive me for what I'm about ready to do. I saw a bumper sticker the other day that said, sin now, pray later. See, God wants us to ask for wisdom, but we have to have an open heart. And once he gives us that wisdom, to do what he says.